Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is still moving within this price channel. We talked about that in previous videos. We've got this parallel price channel. You can see the gray lines here moving pretty much just sideways. And it is currently labeled here as either in the bullish scenario, a WXY correction. So that's a slight shift from the last video, but it doesn't really change anything. The levels haven't changed, but ultimately, if it's the bullish count, it looks more as if it's a wave 2 in yellow still in the making after a larger degree wave 4 bottomed in August. This would be wave 1, this rally into the early August highs. Then, a W, which is ABC in wave W, an ABC in wave X, and then an ABC in wave Y. Love it. So it's a WXY structure. Support between $119 and $134, and then from there we can watch for higher prices, in a third wave. Now, that's definitely something that is interesting because the support area is still holding. We're still holding above support, but we haven't really seen any impulsive reaction from the September low. So that means the correction might still be in the making. That's what these WXY patterns are. I mean, technically, the correction was complete here. Technically, could have completed here, but it wasn't enough, to generate impulsive upside momentum, which in a third wave we would normally like to see. So the idea is that this is only a WXY structure in wave 2, and the wave 2 is still unfolding, at least from a bullish point of view. I mean, I'm kind of skeptical about it, but so far Solana is holding still quite well. We're still above support. The movements to the downside are not impulsive. This maybe, this decline from the Sunday, the 29th of September high, but it's well, I can tell you that it could just be an A wave. Okay. So that's something to do, to check. Okay, so it could just be the A wave of wave Y. So that's the bullish count. Okay, so but again, as long as we are in an overall price range, we can be skeptical, let's say it like that. Okay. As soon as I see, however, the first 5-wave pattern to the upside from a low here, as long as we're holding above support at $119, well, that is when I'm starting to watch for a third wave rally possibly. But it would look best if we complete this Y wave properly. So that takes us to the blue count. The blue count is the bearish count. And in the blue count, we can also be a bit skeptical about it, but as long as we're in a range, probabilities are quite balanced. In the blue count, we had a resistance area here. The price respected all those micro resistance levels, but the follow through now there needs to be some follow through to the downside, and we need to get a break below $119 support to end the lower boundary line of the trend channel to actually confirm that the blue count is unfolding. In the blue count, we had a wave 2 top here. That larger degree wave 4 never finished. It's actually still unfolding. And we're dealing with a third wave now. But it's all based on diagonal patterns, okay? Because this can't be a 1-2 setup to the downside here. It has to be an AB, because the initial decline was also in 3 waves, okay? So this has to be some kind of an ABC structure in wave 3. These diagonal patterns, they often morph and change and lack follow through. So I can't fully trust it. But then again, we're in a price range. So I often say, as long as we're moving in these ranges, everything's just noise. Everything's just noise. And so just see it maybe as noise and understand that the market still hasn't made a commitment, hasn't fully decided where it wants to go. At the moment, the local trend seems to be down, and I can tell you that at the moment in the very small time frame, it looks as if we're going down further, and that could be wave A in blue of the larger third wave down, or the wave Y in yellow, which however shares a wave count with the blue count. So I'm not labeling this twice. It would be like A, B, C, and that could be wave Y of 2 or wave Y of no, it's not the Y wave of wave A, but the A wave itself is an ABC. So it's the ABC in wave Y or the ABC in wave A in blue. So it's the same count essentially. So overall, there is in both counts no sign that a low is in place. Once we get into this lower support region here, definitely worth watching for impulsive upside reactions. What we can do, if that local B wave topped on the 7th of October, we can identify a Fibonacci extension zone which should take us to around about 125.37. So that would be an ideal target for the C wave to the downside. Not, an absolute prediction, but probably the best we've got. The C waves often reach the 100% extension. I mean, I can add, in case you are a bit confused, just a micro count for yellow would also be an A, B, C structure. And the target is the same for both. Condition is now obviously that we break below that previous low from the 3rd of October. A break above the green line would indicate the microstructure is morphing, but that wouldn't likely change much. It might just delay the sell-off a bit, and this B wave might just still be unfolding a bit. These B waves tend to morph. The bulls would need to turn up here if that's the case, but you can use the green line as a signal line. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.